you can spread out, come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. And allow yourself to arrive. Take the time to just settle in here into your body, feeling where your body meets the floor. Feel that you are breathing. Just as if we were beginning a meditation, we can do it with an intention to be present, to just be here, feeling this, doing this, that there's nothing really else that we should be planning, problem solving, thinking about, analyzing. And even though our minds may wander onto that type of activity, you are welcome to keep coming back to just this. This is enough. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. And let's start by sliding arms overhead, reaching out as long as you can, like a big yawn through your fingers and your toes. And then interlace your fingers. Press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in, a little jiggle or rock. Straighten your right leg up, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way and the other way. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. What is there to let go of here? And then bend your knee and bring it across, spinal twist. Staying in your twist, straighten your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, fingers and toes reaching away from one another. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, take a little circle or rock with your knees. Grab hold of just the left knee, drop your right leg long, and then squeeze this knee in close as you can. Straighten this leg up, Flex and point your foot. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. And then bend your knee back in. Open your knee out to the left. And straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your right leg. And release, bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then try straightening the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. Fingers and toes reach away from one another. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Circle or rock your knees. And then drop your feet to the floor. Draw the belly in, pressing the lower back down from the inside. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. One more like this. Release down. Send your right leg up. Exhale, head up towards your leg. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. One more on this side. Release and switch. Left leg high. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. One more on this side, and then release and switch. Right leg high again. This time take your left arm across. Each time you reach across, a little bit more, but keep the belly drawing in, face relaxed. One more. Release and switch. Last set. Left leg high, right arm across. One more. And then release. Stretch long through your arms and legs. Bring your knees in, little circle or rock. And then make your way up to sitting. Let's come onto hands and knees, table. If you want to pad your knees, you might grab a blanket or cushion. Fingers spread wide, hands right under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, lift your head and tailbone. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor. Press up from there. Round. arch. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way down is too much, just do what feels right. Maybe a couple inches. Push up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. Press up. Round. Arch. One more time. Dip down. Press up. Round, and then sink back to child's pose. Hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Settling back to ease. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left, and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Come back to center. Let's lift up through table. And then back to downward facing dog. And take your time getting into this first down dog of class. You might pedal out your feet a little bit or shift your hips side to side. Exploring within the pose. What are you noticing? What's new? And then walk your hands and feet towards one another and let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip-width apart, parallel. Bend your knees a little or a lot. Letting go. Continuing to release more and more. Bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. And let's come up to the front of the mat, mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart. Pressing feet down, lengthening up. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Take the time you need for all your transitions. And then let's take 5 deep breaths in down dog or any other neutral shape. You might come back to child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees. One more deep breath in and out. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog. Take your right leg up. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee. Biggest circle you can make. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. All right, towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Settle in, sink low. Inhales, look for space, length, expansion. Exhales, grounding, ease. Last breath. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go like ragdoll. Let your head hang, let your neck release. Last breath there. Step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel, inhale, arms up. Settle in, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog, however you want to get there. Just taking one thing at a time, feeling each moment. From down dog, left leg sweeps up, bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. And then bring your left knee towards left upper arm. Send it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Settle in. Last breath here. Tip forward. Standing splits. Stretching that back leg as straight and long and high as you can. Keep letting your head release. One more breath. Step back. Warrior one. Last breath here. Release. Make your way Back to a good rest. Letting go of everything we've just done, everything we might do. Last deep breath in and out. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Bend the knees. Chair, Utkatasana, hips go back and down. Head goes high, shoulders low. Feel everything that's going up and down at once. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, shift forward and find your balance. And you're welcome to modify or adjust in any way. Last breath. Step back, warrior 1, release through your movement transition. From down dog, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge, arms up, warrior 3. Supporting leg can be bent or straight. Make sure you're not locking your supporting leg, but you could have a little or big bend. One more breath here. Step back, warrior 1. Release. Make your way to a good rest. Coming back to right now. Last breath here. Just come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. From here, let's take a twist. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. If you can't get your elbow, you might use your forearm so you do have something to leverage against. Open through the top shoulder. Hands to prayer position or find a different arm position. Really lengthen out through your head and your tailbone. From here, unweight your left foot. See if you can balance on your right foot. You might barely have the left toe off the floor or lift it all the way up. And then take a step back with your left leg, coming into a twisting high lunge. Feel free to adjust your arm position, adjust your footing, settle in here. Extend arms straight, either on the inside or outside of that front leg. Take a little rock, front to back. And then windmill, up and around, warrior two. Take your time settling your footing, get your right knee and foot pointing straight ahead, left toes turned in. Arms nice and long. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two. Right arm high, left arm back. Straighten the front leg, triangle, reach out to come down. You can bring your hand to your shin, your ankle, a block, or the floor. And then start to open your top arm back behind you as if you're holding something heavy and letting it rotate you open. You can tuck your right arm behind your back, so back of your hand comes to your lower back, or maybe you even creep it around towards your right inner thigh. Half bound triangle. If you want to add a little core strength to this, you could try extending your bottom arm forward, following the line of your torso. Make sure you're not locking your right leg, especially if you're choosing that option. One more breath here. Release, bend your right knee, half bound, extended side angle. If you would like to try for a full bind, your right arm can reach on the inside for your left hand behind your back. If you're able to grab your left hand or wrist, still bring your torso back up. And you can have a half bind, full bind, or no bind, finding your way. Let's look to the front of the mat and take either one big step or a couple small steps to the front of the mat. You may want to readjust your bind here. We're going to make our way to bird of paradise. So you can have the bind or not. Shift your weight all the way into the left foot. Bend your knees and then come up to standing. If you don't have the bind, you could approximate by having your left arm behind your back, right arm under your leg. Whether you have the bind or not, you could think about straightening the right leg. That might be all there is just thinking about it, or it could be extending up towards the ceiling. Last breath here. Release. Hang in ragdoll. And shake that out. Let all of that go. A little jiggle or sway or rock. Maybe a deep sigh. Letting go of everything we just did. I'm just feeling what's right here. Let's toe heel the feet in. Bend your knees. Come into chair, Utkatasana. Right elbow across to the outside of the left knee. Working palms towards the center of the chest, or modifying in some way, working with your body, feeling what you were doing, and then if you're able, unweight the right foot. Balancing, twisting, chair. A lot going on here. Can you relax your face? Can you slow down your breath? Step back. Twisting high lunge. You might want to adjust your footing, adjust your arms. You can extend the arms straight, either on the outside or inside of that front leg. And take a little rock, front to back. Windmill up and around, warrior two. Take your time, finding your footing, finding your way. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior two. Left arm up. And then straighten the front leg. Triangle. Reach out to come down. And bring your hand to your shin, your ankle, a block, or the floor. Pulling up through that top arm, and then start to open the top arm back behind you. Tuck your top arm behind your back, maybe back of the hand at your lower back, or reach it around for the left inner thigh. If you did so on the other side, you might extend the left arm forward. Last breath here. Bend the front knee, half bound, extended side angle. So again, adjusting in any way. If you did try a full bind on the other side, you might try for that again. Left arm on the inside to reach for the right hand or wrist behind you. Look to the front of your mat and step up. And here, feel free to let the bind go, reestablish it, work with your body. We're going to bend both knees, shift your weight into the right foot, and then come up to standing, bird of paradise, with or without a bind, with or without extending left leg towards the ceiling. Just be like a flower reaching for the sun. Doesn't matter where you get, just going that way, up. And then release, hang, let all of that go, ragdoll. Any movement, any arm position. And then lower the hips. Let's come into a squat, malasana. If your heels don't easily come to the floor, you're welcome to widen your stance, turn your toes out. You can also sit on a block or slide a blanket under your heels. So finding how this works for you. I'm going to open up the knees using the elbows. Roll your shoulders back and down. And let's work our root lock, Mula Bandha, same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Now engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom, connecting that energy all the way up through the top. Full length and space that you take up. And then release. Let's come back to a forward fold. Feet back to parallel. Let your upper body drop. Let's come all the way to sitting. You can extend the legs forward. Feel free to sit up on something if that would be helpful, a little lift under the hips. You can also just lengthen the backs of the legs as much as you can. Use your hands to support you, either on the floor or the feet or something around the feet. Lengthen and fold. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's bring soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. And grab your toes or ankles with that grip, lengthen and fold. Elbows can push into the legs, or you could lean into your hands or elbows in front of you, or hands to the floor behind you, using your hands to support you where it works best for you. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. We'll keep the right leg more or less where it is. Open the left leg out to the side. Right arm up and over. Gate pose, Parigasana. You can lean onto your hand or elbow on the inside or outside of that straight leg. Let your head fall towards the floor, top arm out and down until your shoulder pulls down, stretching right side of your neck, exploring what's interesting, what's tight. And then press into the bottom hand to come up. You can use that hand to help lift your head, staying nice and relaxed. Same thing other side. Switch the legs. Left arm up and over. Big reach out. Let your head fall towards the floor, top arm out and down until your left shoulder pulls down, stretching left side of your neck. Push into the bottom hand to come up. Use that hand to help lift your head. Staying nice and relaxed. Let's open both legs wide. Upavishta Konasana, wide angle pose. Feet and knees point straight up. Hands to the floor behind you. Sitting as tall as you can. If you're already feeling a big stretch, maybe just stay here, breathing deeply. If you're not feeling your maximum stretch yet, lean forward until you find it, but keep lengthening as you go, so you're not rounding, going towards a flat back, towards folding. If you had folded forward, make your way back up. Let's lean back, draw the legs in, and shake that out a little. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. And take a circle or rock with your knees. Releasing the lower back, sacrum, top of the hips into the floor. And then drop your feet to the floor. Let's cross the right ankle above the left knee. Reach your hands through, grab the left leg, and hug it in as close as you can. See if you can still drop your chin so the back of your neck is long. Drop your shoulders. And then release. Drop the left foot to the floor. Straighten the right leg up. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle. A couple times both directions. And then release. Both feet back to the floor. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Reach your hands through, grab the right leg, hug it in. Finding just the right amount of effort. Stripping away everything that's not needed here now. To release, drop the right foot to the floor, straighten the left leg up, flex and point. Circle. And release. Dropping both feet to the floor, let's get set up for a supported bridge. You can grab a block or whatever prop you have, lift the hips high, slide your block or prop under your sacrum. And it could be on whatever height or however it works for you. You want to make sure you feel stable, so the hips can just rest down. You're welcome to stay here, just releasing. A wonderful pose to settle into. Or if you want to add a hip flexor stretch with me, you can bring your right knee to your chest, grab hold of that knee, and straighten your left leg, letting the front of the left hip yawn open. Let's switch sides. Bring the left knee in, grab hold of it. Straighten your right leg. And the more you hug your left knee in, the more you let that straight right leg hang, the more of an opening there can be on the front of the right hip. When you feel even on the two sides, let's come to neutral. So that could be both feet back to the floor, both knees to the chest, or both legs straight in the air or along the floor. And you're welcome to adjust the height or placement of your props as needed. Settle into whichever pose you've chosen. How much can you relax here? Allow your body, your being to rest. You're welcome to keep settling in here. This could even be your final resting pose if it's relaxed enough. If you'd prefer to come out of this, do so on your timing, feeling each moment of your transition. You can check in with your body as to how you want to wrap things up, if there are any last poses or stretches that you'd like to finish with. Could be really anything or nothing. Could be a yoga pose, could just be movement or touch. Maybe you want to adjust your clothing or grab props to be more comfortable. Take the time you need, eventually settling into a symmetrical, relaxed position for Shavasana. While you are moving through your active practice, you can keep your breath deep, you can keep listening, feeling, staying present with what you're doing. And when you are ready to come into your final rest, let all of that go. Let go of all the doing. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually. Eventually take a big stretch out through your arms and legs. And when you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today.